As many days as it takes. Right here is something I wrote, man. Just describe like my brain, which it's a little bit more. I feel like it's a way of life. I'll get better conveying like things I write, but this is what I do. I write, and it's being in the walls. I don't do it much out here, but I started. And it helps me out here as well. It's just my expression. You know what I mean? Some of us sing, some of us rap, some of us, it's something I want to use to maybe try to help. It's like, it's my thing. So I'll get better at conveying it. Just work with me, listen to my words, and I'll get better with this little camera thing, man. But here we go. As many days as it takes. Yeah, this is a brand, man, but it's so much more than just a brand. Like I say, it's a statement, but again, it's so much more than just a simple statement, without taking away from the relevance and being another statement of certainty. This is a manner of thinking that with practice will turn into an actual manner in which one lives day in and day out, that will always be conducive to the positivity, personal improvement, and goal achievement at the end of each and every day, which in turn, without focusing on tomorrow, will conducively bring about tomorrow's most positive fruition at the start. I say at the start because the key is to continue to stay the same steps forward, doing the absolute best you can when your tomorrow becomes your today. Are you starting to follow me? Like I said, this becomes a way of life. No matter what I go through in life, whether it be childhood or adulthood traumas, fighting addictions, loss of friends, family, or both, prison, abrupt loss of job, absolutely whatever it may be, it's vitally important to know. Not simply know, but realize that I can move past it. Just as important, I have to realize that it's only on me, up to me to initiate my own movement in doing so. It's so easy to get caught in that cycle of repetition simply due to how I feel, how we feel. For instance, continue to make decisions that make us feel bad or even worse because, well, we already feel bad, so we feel making a better decision to do better doesn't have any incentive because of how we already feel inside. But see, that's our feeling. And whereas we can obviously make that our reality, that just doesn't have to be our reality. As many days as it takes is a certainty in achieving, reaching whatever the goals, big or small. No matter what, as many days as it takes speaks to the certainty in knowing that goal is being achieved. Whether that goal is overcoming something and or becoming something. Listen, if you ask me how long it's going to take me to do something, my response is as many days as it takes. There is absolutely no doubt or speculation in my reaching this particular goal. I have complete certainty in my achievement coming to fruition. In saying as many days as it takes, I'm letting it be known that I know it will happen any day, versus my using months or years as a time frame. No matter how you look at it, when you have goals set, days feels so much more doable. It's less draining, it's more hopeful, less stressful than thinking in terms of months or years, right? With practice and repetition, this thought alone will shed more light, more ease, less stress to your own mental as well, freeing yourself of the overall strain we're getting looking too far ahead. Tomorrow, well, aside from death, of course, is guaranteed to come without that stress and worry of how the hell it gets here. As many days as it takes focuses solely on today and doing everything right I can now, without the stress of a time frame, but with the absolute certainty of achievement, leaving that door of opportunity completely open for anything to be accomplished, not tomorrow, but today. So often we will not see or simply pass up opportunities because our mindset is stuck on our particular venture needing to take however long we have our mental set on. When you hear stories and see stories of others daily and wonder how, those are the ones that live believing anything is possible. See, when we get caught up in overthinking what tomorrow will bring, we add unnecessary weight to our today, unknowingly but undeniably taking away from the positive production of our day, which in turn will inevitably take away from what potential we may have just within our grasp and conducively setting the stage for the beginning of our today, tomorrow. Everyone goes through something. Yes, of course. Some of us worse than others is understood, but the same standard is in play. And holding on to these things and not providing oneself with the help needed to move past whatever one is holding on to from the past is ultimately only confining and hindering the one holding on to the past. That in itself is proven to most assuredly lead us in making more mistakes in our todays, because our decisions are a reflection of what we feel from whatever we're holding on to. Now, certainly, we would still make mistakes in life, probably to the day we die, but these mistakes will become less severe, less debilitating, lighter, smaller. The key being to recognize the mistake and doing what's right to move past it and doing what is right and not repeating the same mistakes. The funny thing is people don't realize it is a decision you can make right then and there. Yes, some may take more work than others, but the decision is to do what it takes for as many days as it takes. Is a decision that is made. If I do something that doesn't make me feel good about my actions, then right then and there, I can recognize my error and start an active plan to make it better, and vow not to make myself or another feel like that again. I really have the choice to move forward healthily right when it's recognized, making the absolute best out of the rest of the steps left in my day. As many days as it takes, I'm going to make the best out of my days without looking back. I accept the fact that I'm going to make mistakes. That's a given. But that absolutely doesn't have to define the rest of my day. Definitely not my life. I say this and you're listening to someone who has been in and maybe done the worst. Eventually got lost in addiction. Found my way out late in life, and there are days I'm still simply learning how to live life normal. Okay, so there's many days I'm simply just still trying to learn to live life normal. So I speak firsthand to the relevance of as many days as it takes. You know, once something is done, literally it's in the past. What do I want to do from here? From that moment on, I have a decision to make, and not letting it affect me making the next right step. Making the next right decision, the next best step I can make to have the best outcome of my day coming to me. Or I can make it worse. Or I could do nothing at all, which, as we know, will only make it worse for me and my end result today. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Key word in moving forward is healthily. That's speaking specifically to doing what's right and making amends to oneself first, then starting the process if others are involved. Poor being not holding on to that feeling, whether it be guilt, shame, or any of the million feelings we attach to ourselves after causing ourselves or someone we care about sadness or hurt. That in itself causes us to make more undesirable choices. Move forward healthily. As many days as it takes, I'm going to do the next right thing all day, walking through the door of every opportunity that opens today. Then and only then will my tomorrows automatically be the best start to my today. As many days as it takes. You're never alone.